Today we're going to be looking at goal setting and motivation in sales. These are two essential elements that we need to master to ensure sales success. By the end of this training video, you will have the tips and advice not only to create achievable goals, but also have the motivation to carry them through. Just before we start, if you are brand new to the channel, my name is Colin, co-founder of Just Go Sell, author and sales coach. And these videos are designed specifically for those brand new to sales. So maybe you're selling from home or thinking about starting your own business or just started in working in sales and need that little bit of advice. Well, if that is you, then please hit the bell button, hit the like button, and also the subscribe button so you never miss another sales training video when I publish one. So let's jump straight into this. Why is goal setting and motivation so important in the sales process? Well, that's really easy to answer. It gives us direction and we can track our progress. I was talking to a sales professional last week and she had increased her sales volume by 30% simply by setting a specific goal on client acquisition. She simply focused on networking and lead generation. The golden rule is when we are setting goals, we should make them SMART goals. SMART is an abbreviation. It makes our goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-ended. As an example, let's say we want to increase our sales volume by 30%. We could say we are going to increase our sales volume by 30% by acquiring 5 new clients per month using a marketing initiative, and we're going to do this by the end of the third quarter. That is certainly a SMART goal because it is specific, it is measurable, it is achievable, it is relevant, and it is time-ended. We've set a deadline of the end of the third quarter. Once we have these SMART goals, we need the motivation to see them through. Motivation can either be intrinsic or extrinsic. Intrinsic is where we do it for the love of it. We have a passion for it. It gives us self-satisfaction to do it. Like a musician plays the guitar or a tennis player picks up the racket, they want to do it. They love to do it. If I put this in a sales context, let's say that you are a salesperson that loves to persuade people. Then you will love building client relationships. You will love helping your clients find a solution to their challenge. Then what we have is the extrinsic motivation. This is from an external source. So we have something external that motivates us. It's usually like a reward for doing something. It may be a bonus. It may be extra commission. It may be a promotion. It genuinely is the cherry on the cake for doing something. As a sales professional, it's imperative that we have the two together. This will keep us driven and it will keep us motivated. And as a final example of this, let's say that we have a sales professional that loves to learn new closing techniques. And they've said to themselves, this month, I'm going to learn 3 new closing techniques and implement them. That's intrinsic. As an extrinsic reward, if I do this, I'm going to go to my favorite restaurant at the end of the month, or I'm going to go away for the weekend. The final thing I'd like to show you today is how to overcome large goals or large tasks. As sales professionals, we do get routine tasks. We have to do emails, we have to do follow-up calls, maybe we have to input information on a CRM system. What we should be doing is prioritizing these tasks from most urgent to least urgent. If we see we have a particularly large task, then there is a technique which is really going to help us called the Pomodoro. The Pomodoro Technique was really invented in the 1980s, but it's as good today as it was back then. And this is how it works. You take a particular task and you work on it for 25 minutes. You set an alarm. There is no multitasking, there is no distractions. You just work on that one particular task. When the alarm rings to say 25 minutes is up, you leave the task and you take a break for 5 minutes. This is going to ensure that you don't burn out, and it's going to make sure that when you return after 5 minutes, you have a lot of energy. One of these rotations, 25 minutes working on the task, 5 minutes break, is called a Pomodoro. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a 15-minute break or a 30-minute break. This is going to really give you the mental break that you need. Go away and do something, make a coffee, relax, do breathing exercises, but make sure you extend that rest period. The Pomodoro technique is fantastic for those larger, overwhelming tasks, and make sure you make a note of how many Pomodoros it actually took to do a particular task, because in the future it's exceptionally good for time management. Because if you have a similar task or of a similar magnitude, you know how many Pomodoros you need to put aside to complete that task. Just before we end, I'd like to recap on what we've looked at today. Firstly, goal setting and motivation is super important in sales because it gives us direction and we can track our progress. When you are making a goal, make it a SMART goal. Also, have the motivation to actually carry those goals through. We talked about intrinsic and extrinsic motivations. And thirdly, the Pomodoro technique. Use these on larger tasks. Leave some comments below, please. Let me know how you achieve your goals. Let me know how you remain motivated. Also, please take a look at the website, justgosell.com. You're going to find a lot of bite-sized videos over there that's going to help you become the all-round sales professional. As I mentioned, I hope you've enjoyed today's training. I hope you've taken a lot from it. Please let me know in the comments, and until the next time, have a great day.